Yay Networks.
Welcome to A Sandwich and Some Lovin', everyone and everybody. I'm Kelly Raspberry Evans. This is how the podcast is starting. This is my husband and podcast co-host, Alan Evans.
Hey, train in the house.
Sorry, I got a little discombobulated there. We're filming or recording this at such an odd time. It's thrown everything off. But just happy to be here and happy to have you listening.
Yes, we are. Just kind of melancholy right now.
Why?
Well, bad news.
Yeah, it's been a sad news today. But, a lot of good, positive things happening too. It's always something, isn't it?
There are. And we're going to have fun on this podcast. We're not trying to.
Not on that note.
Well, we're not going to beat you down, but, we follow the Cowboys and make our picks. And I think everybody knows by now I'm a huge fan and have been since I was a little kid.
A whippersnapper.
Yeah. There was a report just came out in the news, and you're probably seeing it on social media right now, but there was a player for the Cowboys named Marshawn Kneeland. He was 24 years old, second-round pick from Western Michigan in 2024. A good player, apparently a very, very nice guy, but he committed suicide.
Yeah, sad.
And,
very sad. We just found out about it just a little bit ago.
And that was from the Frisco police, so this is not a rumor. This is not legit. And what makes it even, I guess, sadder is just, seems like he had the whole world in front of him.
Yeah, he just had the best game of his career.
The best game of his career, yeah.
But he's had a lot of tragedy in his life too, right? Didn't his mother pass away at a young age for him? And
yeah, she passed away in 24. And I guess there's more information about his life coming out.
He's just a young guy, 24 years old. It's just sad.
But yeah, there was I guess what's been reported is he tried to... he told his family and a couple of teammates apparently that he was going to do this or thinking about doing this. And the Frisco PD tried to stop him in a car, and he took off, and they lost sight of him. And the DPS found the car later, and he was not in it. But
they later found him.
Yeah.
It's just such a tragic thing, and I'm sorry to start the podcast off on that note too. But we just found out about it, and it's just a sad story. Even if you're not a Cowboys fan, it's just a tragedy when somebody of that age feels like that's the only option they have.
I know.
It's sad.
It's and I heard somebody say it. I don't know if it's on TV or online, but they said, we tend to have these moments of silence for people. Like a little moment of silence or a Instagram story or something. I shared the Dallas Cowboys Instagram story because I was so sad about it, But the guy was like 24 years old. He had the whole freaking life in front of him, and I guess that's the reason these kind of things. I remember when Larry Allen passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Remember Larry Allen? He played for the Cowboys,
yeah.
and he had the heart attack. And that really shook me up, man, because he was like 52 or something. And a lot of these guys that play professional sports, they come from tough backgrounds. And then they make it, they do all that work. You see all the work that the boys put into sports, and not every kid gets that opportunity to play. That's their dream, to play professional sports.
I think it can't make sense to people that are watching from the outside, but I think for a lot of people that they work so hard and they finally achieve the thing they think is going to bring them happiness, and yet they're still not happy.
Yeah.
And when that's the whole focus, and I'm not saying that's the case here, but I think for a lot of people, you have an idea, well, if I could just have this thing, then I'll be happy. If I could have that thing, I'll be happy. And when you get those things that you always dreamed about and you're still unhappy, you're like, well, then there's nothing left for me. I think that's what a lot of people, so I think a lot of people are struggling trying to find this elusive happiness, and I think a lot of it comes down to, spiritual things, having things right in the home and with your family. It's just, I don't know, it's a tough life, and it wasn't promised to be easy for any of us. And I just hate to hear stories like that. It's just really sad.
Nothing is, it's cliche, but really, babe, nothing is guaranteed, right?
No, nothing.
Nothing is guaranteed. And another, I guess, thing we've talked about over the years is, I've got "Go Fast, Don't Die" like tattooed on my chest. I've got another tattoo of an hourglass, and it's a beach scene, and the sands are drifting into a cemetery.
Yeah.
So I really, really feel strongly about living your life as best you can, because it just doesn't last forever, you know? And then
everybody says live in the moment, but that's really hard. I've never really understood that. My mother, you know, like when Emma Kelly was a little baby and I was like, oh, I can't wait till she's old enough where I can start having conversations with her and take her shopping and stuff. My mama says, quit wishing it away. And she was right, man. I was just like, I wish I could have frozen time a little bit more. But, you know, it's hard to live in the moment and really stop and say, wow, what's happening to me right now is really cool. Or even in the moment, we're like, wow, this really sucks.
Yeah.
But I know it's temporary and it's going to pass, you know, and things will get better as they tend to do. You know, just, I don't want to stick on the sad note, but, you know, I've been struggling for like over 4 weeks with this persistent nagging cough and sinus and just lung stuff. And finally I broke down. I told Alan, if I'm not better tomorrow morning when I wake up, I'm finally going to go to the doctor. And I finally did, Alan.
Mm-hmm.
Went to the doctor. Turns out it wasn't going to go away on its own. The doctor told me, he said, well, my doctor was out, so it was like his, what do you call the right-hand nurse practitioner? PA, yeah, physician's assistant. Said when it goes beyond like a week or 10 days, it's bacterial. Mm-hmm. And didn't even like do a blood test or anything on me. He's like, you just need to get like a steroid shot and we'll give you like that 4-day prescription, like a Z-Pack or whatever. And as soon as his nurse came in, I said, we going for the butt? And he said, yep. I just jumped up, dropped trowel. There was I knew it was coming, so why prolong it? Mm-hmm. And he said, you want left cheek or right cheek? I said, you choose. He chose left cheek. Ouch. So I got my shot. Man, the steroid shot hurts. It was achy for a little bit, but
better now.
I'm better now. I'm feeling better. I don't maybe sound better, but I am doing better. Good. So there's that.
That's great.
And then I had my other little scare over the weekend with my eye. Mm-hmm. You still just sad? You know, I'm trying to just move on, honey. I know you're sad.
Well, I didn't want to just sign off.
I'm trying to change the subject.
I just wanted to say prayers to the Kneeland family and the Cowboys and everybody who
I just didn't want to bog down on sad.
No, I don't either, but I didn't want to just change the subject.
Okay.
But yeah, prayers to everybody who is equally as sad about this.
Yeah, it is very sad, but I just, you know.
Yeah. Okay, now go on.
Okay. So Saturday, I'm by myself at the house and I look to the right and there's like a flash of light. And I was like, oh, that's weird. And then I look to the right again and there's still a flash of light. I look to the left, no flash, keep looking to the right. And I'm like, this is really weird. So I don't really do anything about it. Then Sunday I wake up and I've got all these floaters in my eye. It's like little black dots that I'm following. You know, you ever see, like you get one in your eye every once in a while, you try to follow the black dot and you chase it and it just keeps eluding you. Mm-hmm. But then by the end of the day on Sunday, it's like out of my right eye, it looked like I was watching a swarm of gnats fly around. I looked up at the sky and it was like all these gnats swirling around. I was like, something's going on.
That's weird.
And of course I say something to my mother and she's like, your retina is probably detached and you're going to go blind and you're supposed to go to the emergency room within an hour of seeing that flash of light. And of course I'm like, well, it's been more than 24 hours now. It's the flash of light, you know, whatever. So I finally went to the doctor.
That's really what she said?
Yeah. You're supposed to go to the doctor within 24 hours of seeing a flash of light.
That's like the polar opposite of what I said. What did I say?
I don't remember.
I said it's probably no big deal.
Well, seeing a flash of light and all the gnats flying around my eye.
I acknowledge that when you see a flash of light in your eye, you need to go to the eye doctor.
Now, going to an emergency room, I don't know, do they have an ophthalmologist on staff at the ER? I doubt it, but maybe they do.
Yeah.
You are going to love Legacy Box. You know, becoming a parent changes how you look at memories. While we're savoring and saving every moment with our kids, suddenly you start to realize a lot of important memories from our childhood. They're trapped on VHS tapes, camcorder tapes, photo albums, crammed into boxes labeled "Do Not Throw Away" and shoved into an attic. Those are at risk of being destroyed by heat, moisture, disaster, time. And once they're gone, they're gone. That's why you need Legacy Box now. They're the world's largest digitizer of home movies and photos. And the process is so simple. They send you a Legacy Box and you fill it up with old VHS tapes, pictures, film reels, slides, DVDs, whatever you've got. Their team in Tennessee carefully digitizes it all by hand. They send you back the originals plus digital files on the cloud or a thumb drive. Ordering a Legacy Box is one of the best things I've done for my family because now instead of just telling my kids about that crazy vacation I took to the mountains when I was a kid, I get to show them and relive it with them. And right now, during Legacy Box's Father's Day sale, you can save big while preserving your family's history. Visit legacybox.com/sandwich to get started today. That's legacybox.com/sandwich.
It's the little things that make a big difference in how I feel. Now, for me right now, it's about stretching. I didn't realize how stiff I was until I started doing it. I love when I can stretch a little further than before. It makes me feel refreshed when I'm done. And a little makeup refresh can make all the difference too with Thrive Cosmetics, my go-to clean makeup routine year-round. Now, of course, their brilliant eye brightener and Stella champagne is always in my makeup bag. Actually, I need to reorder more. I'm almost out. But it comes in 32 shades, and the Shenna Mint Green Shimmer looks really fun for summer. Their Empower Matte Precision Lipstick Crayon, it's really amazing. It gives you a beautiful color that lasts without feeling dry. They have 18 buildable shades, and I love the Dusty Rose Kaiza color. I think that's how you pronounce it. But the best part, for every product you buy, Thrive donates products and funds to help communities thrive. So far, they've given over $150 million in products and cash to over 600 giving partners. This is beauty with purpose. Amplify your summer look with Thrive Cosmetics. Go to thrivecosmetics.com/sandwich for an exclusive 20% off your first order. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/sandwich. You can't scroll your phone for more than 30 seconds without seeing somebody talking about GLP-1s. Maybe you've been close to trying them, but you're not a needle person, or maybe you're looking for a natural alternative. Well, let me introduce you to our podcast sponsor, Veracity. Their Metabolism Ignite, it's a natural plant-based GLP-1 alternative that is doctor recommended and clinically proven to help reduce hunger. Just 2 capsules with breakfast every morning. It's all you need. And one of the first things I noticed was I wasn't thinking about food all day, that food noise you always are constantly battling. Metabolism Ignite has no allergens, no caffeine, no negative side effects, and we love that. It's shown to reduce hunger by 85% and clinically proven to help lose an average of 9 pounds in 90 days. We really love that. Look, this stuff is sold out 10 times for a reason. So before it sells out again, make the switch to GLP-1s the natural way. Head to veracityhealth.co and use sandwich for up to 65% off your order. Once again, that's VERACITY health.co for up to 65% off. Make sure you use our promo code SANDWICH so they know we sent you.
Anyway, so I was a little bit nervous going into work on Monday morning because I was like, well, what if this is serious? What if I have got a detached retina and this could be a serious medical complication? So they got me in when I got a hold of my eye doctor finally. I love those. The hold music is really fun. But I got in and I told Alan, I said, I'd really like you to go with me if you don't mind, because just in case this is a serious diagnosis, I need the emotional support. But thankfully, it was just, apparently there are things that happen as you just get older and things start to like separate in your eye and pull apart, and we get floaters. People get those from time to time and it usually goes away. And the eye doctor said he didn't see anything that was disturbing. However, he thought I should go to a retina specialist just to be on the safe side, because if there's a little hole there that he couldn't detect with his equipment because he's not a retina specialist, that could be easily fixed. So I felt better after that. Then 2 days later, I was in with the retina specialist and I was telling him about my symptoms. He said he wasn't as concerned about the flashes of light as he was the floaters. He said
Really?
the floaters are more, isn't that shocking? He said the floaters are more disturbing to him. But what I've learned is all those floaters, they just eventually, gravity has them settle and they just kind of eventually settle. But he said it could take up to about 6 months.
Oh, gosh.
He said it's just kind of aggravating. Sometimes I have a haze over my eyes. Sometimes I blink and I see squigglies. I'm still seeing the flying gnats, not 100% of the time, but I still see them. But he said it's just going to take time. And just to keep my eyes lubricated and don't rub them. He said rubbing them is one of the worst things you can do, to avoid rubbing them.
Yeah, you're never supposed to touch your eye.
Well, I don't rub my eyes a lot because I had LASIK many years ago, and I was terrified to rub my eyes for a long time after that.
Because hands are a nasty thing.
Well, I mean, with your eyes closed, though, you would just rub your eyelid when your eyes are itching or
That's
something.
how you get pink eye.
No, you get pink eye when you
BTHTE. Butt to hand to eye.
So anyway, I've had the steroid shot in the butt. I got the clean bill of health from the the retina doctor. And then I had my mammogram. This is all this week. 2 eye doctor appointments, the regular physician appointment, and a mammogram in 1 week.
Bacterial infection, floaters, and flashes of light. I would submit that, we don't need to add the the bacterial infection to the list
Why?
of ailments.
Because I already
Because
complained
that's
about
a
it.
sickness. But I think flashes of light and floaters, ailment.
Yeah.
Ailment.
Well, the bacterial infection's an ailment.
It's like a sickness.
What's the difference between a sickness and an
An
ailment?
ailment is an ongoing medical issue. Like you have a medical ailment. Like your Raynaud's and your humpy back and your...
Don't talk about my humpy back.
Oh, well...
I don't like that.
Oh, I'm sorry,
It's a
babe.
dowager's hump.
I'm sorry. Dowager's
I'm trying
hump.
to correct it. That's not nice.
Okay. I'm sorry. Dowager's hump. And
How would you like to me to say, that problem you have with that big lump on your back? How would that make you feel?
I think it's kind of funny, but
Okay. Okay. I'm glad you see the humor in being told that you have a hump back.
I don't have a humpback. I have a.
You
I
said
have
your wife does?
I have a cyst on my spine.
You said your wife has a hump back?
No, I said you have a humpy back, and you said it's a dowager's hump.
Well, I mean, but it bothers me.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I don't even notice it until we talk about ailments. What other ailments do you have?
I don't want to talk about it because it sounds like I'm complaining.
No, I'm glad you got your eyes checked. Now I feel bad. You got your eyes checked out. All good. Clean bill of health.
Well, I mean, for 6 months, I'm going to have to deal with floaters and stuff.
You're on the
Other than that-
rebound. You're on the rebound with the Meticide. You're on the rebound with the steroid shot. You had your boobs smashed to
And all
flat
good.
pancakes. You're all good. You're all good there.
I got now that you have a medical chart where you have access to it, and I can pull up my medical chart and I can see. You want to see my boobies from the inside?
Sure.
I'll pull them up for you later. It'll take me a time.
Can
to
we
find
post
them?
them on at a sandwich and some lovin', the Instagram site?
I mean, we could, but I think that might be tacky. I don't know if that's tasteful or not.
It's
to
medical.
show. It is medical. You could actually see my implant in there.
Ew.
Yeah, I had mommy makeover, Alan. This is not news to you.
Yes, I knew that.
I don't think it's news to anybody listening, but it's been a while since I had a mommy makeover. The tummy tuck, the boob job, as we tend to do after having children, some of us. But it's been a while. And so my doctor that did my boobs, who's actually a family friend, it's kind of funny. Did we talk about this on the podcast?
I don't think so.
Where he's contemplating retirement.
Mhm.
And so I knew it was going to happen. And if I get any kind of, if I have to go back and do surgery for anything that requires some downtime, I like to do it over my Christmas break. That's when I have a good solid 2 weeks of vacation. And it's really a good time for me to get that done. So I had to go see him just to get an evaluation of where I stand in my breast journey. What am I looking at if I
Your
decide?
breast journey?
My breast journey, because this is a journey. I went from, my first implants, they were a little bigger than I liked, so I had to get a smaller implant. And now I'm at the point where the trend right now is women are getting them taken out altogether. They're either going smaller or getting them removed altogether just because, the big booby days, I guess, are over.
Can I be a crass male?
Sure.
Because I've noticed this too, this trend. And you know what? If you went in years ago and you got big fake jugs,
Do you have to be vulgar about it? You can't just have a normal conversation?
keep them. Don't go smaller. Keep them.
Well, there's a lot of reasons why you don't want to keep them at a certain age.
Because men, well, not all men, but most men, and I would throw myself into that group, like big, magnificent, pendulous,
You've never, ever cared two poops about my boobies.
not true,
You haven't ever said anything, hardly.
big, magnificent, pendulous, round breasticles.
That's not true. You're just talking to be talking.
Not true.
You do not care.
Well, you see how much I care once they're going to be taken away. Then
What
I
does
start
that
to
mean?
then I start to care.
Oh goodness. So anyway, my it was kind of funny. So I'm sitting there in the robe. He's like, "All right, well, let's look at him." And I've been to this man's house for Passover dinner. I've been to a bar mitzvah, a bat mitzvah. I've been to his daughter's wedding. I'm invited to his son's wedding. And I'm like, so he's sitting there and I just stand up in front of him and just open my robe and he grabs both my boobs and starts shaking them and squeezing them because he has to feel what's going on in there. He said, well, and he's like, okay. And he sits down. He said, you got a couple options. We could go smaller implant if you liked, if I'd like the idea of, being a little smaller, or we could remove them all together. He said, if you remove them all together, I have enough natural breast tissue that I could be a nice B cup. Right now I'm a full C. I was like, I like the idea of that. So we've got some decisions to make. But part of that, before you, ladies, just so you know, if you are contemplating getting a breast job of any type, they want you to get a mammogram because it would be really a bad situation if you were on the operating table for your plastic surgery and they make an incision and realize you've got cancer. That would be very bad. So I have a clean bill of health for that. And so I just have to make the decision now if I'm going to do it or not.
Okay.
But you're leaning toward not.
I am kind of tongue-in-cheek, joking, but not joking. But I think you have to make the decision that's best for your health.
Right.
And your long-term care.
Right.
And not my...
And if you get them taken out, you never have to worry about them again.
Not my crass desire for big, magnificent, pendulous teas?
I don't know. You're the one that said it.
Big, magnificent pendulous. BMPTs.
Okay.
Big magnificent, pendulous... I had a friend, my friend, Bob, who called... he was so crass. Alan, did you see...
Don't speak of him like he's dead. He's still alive.
Yeah, he's almost dead. Alan, did you see those? They're pendulous. I'm like, pendulous? Who calls them pendulous, Bob?
Well, that makes me think they swing like
They
a pendulum.
swing. No, he liked them the bigger the better, and I'm not talking like double D. That's nothing. No. This guy,
That's a lot.
he liked them like F, E.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I was a double DF when I got my implants originally.
Well,
Yeah,
he
they were a
will-
little bigger than I had hoped for.
he'd
So
like
we went
those.
down to a full C where I remained for all these years.
Yeah.
Until maybe now. Maybe I'll go back to B. Man, my happiest days when I was a young woman and I lost a lot of weight and I was a nearly B. I was young and perky and I loved it. I loved being a nearly B because just clothes fit good,
I'm probably a B right now. Okay. You want to do that?
I
And then I've
can.
got a something more fun and uplifting. Although what you're talking about is not fun and uplifting. We're talking about uplifting.
We were talking more about sad and sagging.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes, I know. We're trying to turn it around here.
Every year, the second the first leaf even thinks about changing color, I break out throw blankets, holiday scented candles, and make a huge pot of chili. That's a tradition, right, honey? It's a mental and physical shift to all things cozy and comfortable, warm, and intentional. And that's how I treat fall makeup too. And Thrive Cosmetics is my fall go-to makeup. Actually, it's my year-round go-to makeup, but I really love it in the fall because I can go simple with minimal makeup, a swipe of the Brilliant Eye Brightener and Stella in the corner of my eyes over the lid, and then the Liquid Lash Extensions mascara. It comes in 6 shades now. They just added a new charcoal gray shade called Whitney. It's so unique. My eyes look wide and bright. I got a full 8 hours, which we all know I did not. I also love a full holiday glam look with Thrive Cosmetics. I go back to the Brilliant Eye Brightener. I choose rich, warm shades like one of their best sellers, Muna. It's a mauve taupe shimmer. And I also use the Lauren. It's a black matte I use to line the eyelid. And they've got a new shade for the holidays called Cindy. It's a sugar plum shimmer. So pretty and so good too, because not only is every skin loving ingredient 100% vegan, cruelty free, for every product you buy, Thrive Cosmetics donates products and funds to help communities thrive. And so far, they've donated over $150 million in product and cash to over 600 giving partners. So it's beauty with a purpose.
So complete your fall look by going to thrivecosmetics.com/sandwich for an exclusive offer of 20% off your first order. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/sandwich. Okay. We're turning this thing around to be fun. So Instagram follow. I got a good Instagram follow for you. You may follow this guy, babe. He's got like 1.6 million followers.
Maybe I'm one of them. Who is it?
You may be. His name's Nick Harrison, and I think he follows me. And I don't know
I'd have to see him because I don't
why
know the
he
name.
followed me back.
I'll
but
tell you. Alan says I'm following people that I've never followed. Instagram is.
I know.
Okay, now you agree with me. You used to tell me.
No,
You
that's
said,
always
oh,
happened to me.
You said
What are you-
you
No, you're having
obviously
a
are
false
accidentally
memory.
you're accidentally following people. I'm like, no, I'm not.
I've never said that because I've always had this problem.
I have
so I
had
would
this
never
problem.
say that.
Well,
you had
I
to be
have to
talking
go.
to Al or JC.
Somebody. I thought he
Yeah.
looked like you.
It wasn't me.
But I am not following these people. So how am I following them?
I don't know because the same thing happens to me. I'll be following somebody and I'm like, I know for a fact
100%.
I
I've never
did
followed
not
this
follow
person.
this person, and I'm following them.
I know. Weird, right?
Weird. Okay. Anyway, this dude's name is Nick Harrison. His Instagram is at Mr. Professor 318, and I mean he's got 1.6 million. So you may
I
already.
think I follow him.
Yeah, he's.
I'm not seeing he doesn't look familiar.
His mailing address is Louisiana, and he's just a fun dude to follow. He does a lot. He's Gen X, so he does a lot of music stuff. And one of his bits is he'll play a song that's what's an example, like a Pearl Jam song, but the song will be like. I'm not giving a good example, but it'll be like in a
Gospel,
R&B
okay.
Format or a gospel format or whatever. And so he'll sit there and film himself listening to the song, and he'll say, "Why does that slap?" And I just like that expression.
Slapping.
Why does that slap? So segue into my list.
Of things that slap.
Things that slap.
Okay.
Simple pleasures, things that make us like weirdly happy. Like, why does that slap?
Okay.
So I'm going to give you a little thing, and you tell me, why does that slap?
Or if it does not slap.
Or if it does not slap for you.
Me.
But I think, and I have why it slaps for me. Okay. So
So all of these things automatically slap for you. You just want to see if they slap for me.
I think most of these things slap for me.
Okay.
But I think for all our good, strong, dear, sweet, clean listeners, these are just everyday things.
Okay.
And it probably makes them slap as well.
Okay. I'm ready.
I just want to say, why does that slap? Okay, the little thing. Fresh sheets.
Yes.
Why does that slap?
Because they're clean. They smell good. They just feel good on your body, especially on freshly shaven legs.
Oh, good call.
Fresh sheets
Yeah, good
after
call.
you freshly shaved your legs. Ladies, you feel me on that.
And they're cold
Yeah.
and smooth,
Yeah.
and they smell good. And it's kind of like when you hop into at a nice hotel, not like a $100 a night hotel, like a nice hotel.
$1 night hotel's nice.
Well, some are. When the
When you
light
get free breakfast.
turns green right as you roll up.
Oh, yeah, that slaps.
Why does that slap?
Because, there's just nothing more frustrating. Unless, I'll tell you when it doesn't slap, is when you are hoping for a red light. Because you've got to send a text or something, or you've got to do something, you've got to find something in your purse, and you're pulling up to the light, and you're praying it turns red and it stays green. That happens too. Every once in a while, you need a red light.
And why does the opposite always happen? Now,
I know. No matter what you need,
well,
it's the
now
opposite.
Now I'm going negative. I don't want to go negative, but I'll say it. Why does the opposite always happen when you've got to use the restroom
I know.
so bad?
I know.
Like you're about to go.
That's the universe.
And you roll up and it turns red.
It does not slap.
And
It
it's
does not slap.
And it's green and then yellow red. It's not green, yellow, red.
Yeah.
No, green, yellow, red.
Yeah. Yep.
That does not slap. Finding money in an old jacket.
Oh, that slaps.
That slaps.
That's fun.
Why
It's
does
a nice
that?
surprise.
Why does that slap?
Because it's just a nice surprise. Why does there have to be a why for everything?
Well,
it's kind of self-explanatory.
What if it's just $1?
It's still nice. Nice surprise. It's better if it's a 20 or 100. Wow.
I found $100 bill in one of my motorcycle
See?
jackets.
There you go.
$100 bill. I'm like, why do I have a $100 bill?
Why does that slap, Alan?
That slapped.
But why?
That slapped. That slapped because it's like I was finding this hidden treasure.
That's what I just said.
Oh, is that what you said? That first sip of morning coffee.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that slaps.
Yeah.
Like, think about if you didn't have your coffee in the morning.
Yeah,
You would be grumpy. You would feel like something's
But
missing.
sometimes, Alan, I prefer, instead of a hot sip of coffee, a ice cold slurp of Diet Pepsi.
Yeah, good call.
That's sometimes slaps harder than hot coffee.
When you go to a website that you haven't visited for a while and you got to put in your username and password,
Oh, yeah.
and then you guess the right one.
Oh, yeah. That feels
and
good.
then you log right in.
That's
no
amazing.
problem.
That's amazing. It's
That
like a little
slaps.
ego boost.
That slaps.
It's a little ego boost.
Because it makes you feel like, you know what? I still got it. I can still remember
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. When your phone battery is above 80% all day.
That's highly unlikely.
Does that slap?
I guess that only happens with new phones.
What's yours at right now?
I don't know. I don't have it with me. I
Mine's
didn't bring it in the room with me
Well, I'm at 20. So that does not slap.
because you didn't charge it overnight.
I know. That's what happened. When you get a new pack of socks at like TJ Maxx and you bring them home and you separate them because they're always.
They always have
Why
that
are they
little
always
plastic thing.
Yeah, it's like
Keep them together.
so people can't steal them.
I guess so. But if one accidentally slips out, they would slip out of the packaging. So they put them all together.
See, I'm going negative again, but you got to
I
have
don't know why you're so negative.
you got to have a Leatherman. You got to have a knife. You got to have all these instruments just to get the fresh pair of. But once you
Right.
get the fresh pair of socks off the thing and slip them on,
So you don't wash them first. You just wear them
no.
right out the package.
right out of the package.
How about underwear?
I wear those right out of the package.
Really?
I do
Okay.
because I figure, you know what? They're going to touch my stuff anyway, so they're going to get dirty.
But they're already you don't know what handling they've been through. Now,
They went through a freaking machine.
Now, if you go to now, you're talking about ones that come in a box that are packaged up.
yeah,
Now, if you
they
go
went
to
through a machine.
if you go to Victoria's Secret and they have the panty bin sale, you better be washing those panties before you put those on because those have been manhandled and all that stuff. Yeah,
What if I went in there? Yeah, and you never know when some weird husband goes in there and puts a pair on his head.
yeah.
I mean, who does that?
You.
I don't think I've ever talked about it on this podcast before, but one day I was walking past the windows going upstairs and I noticed this greasy cooking smell. You know what I mean? It turns out it was our blinds. Something about the sun was breaking them down over the years. And who knows how long they were there before we bought our house. We needed new blinds bad, and that's what led me to 3-Day Blinds. I absolutely loved how easy they made the whole process. They send a professionally trained design consultant to your home. It's a free, no obligation, same-day quote. And they've got thousands of options to fit any budget and style. It's not just blinds. They've got shades, shutters, drapery too. 3-Day Blinds even has those motorized smart blinds that work with Alexa. Those are so cool. They take all the measurements. They handle the installation too. And it's perfect because I'm not handy. And what a difference it's made. This is an upgrade that makes your whole house feel refreshed and polished without having to do a big renovation. Right now, get quality window treatments that fit your budget with 3-Day Blinds. Head to 3dayblinds.com/sandwich for their buy one, get one 50% off deal on custom blinds, shades, and drapery. For a free, no charge, no obligation consultation, just head to dayblinds.com/sandwich. One last time, that's buy one, get one 50% off when you head to the 3dayblinds.com/sandwich. Now that I've reached a certain age, I realize how much my sleep affects me and everybody around me. It affects my energy, my mood, my patience. And I've also learned that I don't need to waste a lot on fancy sleep gadgets because one of the best things I've done is upgrade to Boll and Branch sheets. I noticed the difference from night one. They are incredibly soft, so breathable. It's because Boll and Branch's sheets are made with 100% organic cotton that's woven specifically for airflow. Now I don't wake up feeling hot with sheets sticking to my legs anymore. My sheets keep me cool and comfortable all night long. And they've actually gotten softer with every wash. They even did a survey of their customers. 94% of them said the same thing. I love my Boll and Branch sheets, and honestly, I can't imagine ever going back to any other bedding. Sleep cooler this summer with Boll and Branch during their annual summer event. For a limited time, get 20% off site-wide at bollandbranch.com/sandwich with code SANDWICH. That's Boll and Branch, BOLLAND, branch.com/sandwich. Code SANDWICH to take 20% off. bollandbranch.com/sandwich, code SANDWICH. Exclusions apply. I think everybody's had that moment where they say, I should start my own business. Now, maybe you've got an amazing hot sauce recipe, or you've gotten really great at making candles or jewelry, and all your friends keep telling you you should sell that stuff. Well, what's stopping you? If you've been sitting on a business idea, Shopify makes it easy to make it happen. Everything you need to start selling is included and ready from day one. When your first customer is ready to buy, Shopify checkout helps more people actually complete the purchase. And when they come back, their information's already saved. So checkout is quick and easy. One tap and they're done. Shopify handles all the technical stuff too, the setup and checkout, so you can spend your time growing your business and doing what you actually love. It's no wonder Shopify powers millions of businesses around the world, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to small businesses just getting started like yours. With Shopify, nothing stands between your idea and a real business, so go make it one. Start your free trial at shopify.com/sandwich. That's shopify.com/sandwich. One more time, shopify.com/sandwich.
Kelly got me sidebar. Kelly
Is this gonna slap?
This is gonna slap. Kelly got me 3 pairs of new socks from the SWAT party.
Yeah.
Guys,
I don't know where they came from. They were just sitting there on the table. We were packing up.
Brand new.
We were packing up from the day. The day was over. We were boxing up stuff for donation, and I saw those.
Sometimes Kelly will rarely, but sometimes she brings me something from the SWAT party. And usually when she brings me this thing, it's one of the best things I've ever had.
Yeah, I'm very particular. I don't want to bring you junk.
She brought me a polo, like a flannel polo shirt. To this day, I still wear it. And I think that thing was 10 years old when you got it. And I think I got this thing like 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Used to belong to John Cortinez.
Yep.
Shopping with Shanda's husband. It's one of my favorite shirts. Anyway, Kelly got me these socks, brand new, perfect for motorcycle socks. Not too thin, not too thick, so you don't get like sweaty feet, but not too thin, so your feet are cold. They're not too high, like they don't go up to like my knee, but they're not too low, so I feel like my boots or my motorcycle shoes are higher than my sock. There's a lot to think about when you're motorcycling.
How about that?
with socks.
It's just random.
Yeah, they're
And it slaps.
and the perfect weight, and that slaps.
All right, I'm so happy. That's all you got from the swap this year.
Those socks slap. Crossing something off your to-do list.
Well, see, you know how much I love lists. I carry a little
People
spiral-bound
love
notebook.
lists. Yeah.
And I number my things on my to-do list. Right now, I started a new book after the new year, and I'm up to like number 468 or something like that. And I just love going back and crossing off things. And sometimes I'll even have already accomplished something I meant to write down and forgot to write it down. So I write it down and then cross it off just for the satisfaction of having done it. Slap, slap, slap.
Okay. Remembering you have good leftovers from a good meal.
Yeah.
Like you're tired, you come home, you're like, oh my God, what am I going to make?
I don't have to cook. Yay.
What am I going to make for dinner?
Yay.
And then you go in there and you open it up and you're like last night, you weren't here. So I'm like, man, what am I going to do? Like, I guess I can make something. I don't want to make something for one person. I don't want to make a sandwich for myself. That's wheels off, right? I don't want to order something.
That's what you say. You don't eat a sandwich if somebody else makes it for you.
I don't want to order something because that's $9 million. So I'm like, oh, I'll just look in the fridge and see what I got. Lo and behold, there is pancit that my mom had made that I forgot I had. Leftover pancit. Slaps. You want to talk about something that slaps.
I'm having for lunch, my mama made a big old pot of homemade chicken soup, and I'm going to have some of that. She knows her daughter's been sick, and so she made me some soup. I'm so excited.
That's a good one.
That slaps.
You know what else slaps is I like pepper in my chicken noodle soup. You ever put pepper in your chicken noodle soup?
Black pepper?
Yeah.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you put pepper in your soup?
I'm just telling you, that slaps when you do
It's like
it.
you've just come up with some new concoction. I discovered this stuff called pepper.
Okay, this one may slap more than anything, and I know this is a big player with us. You go out to eat, you're like super bloated. You decided, you know what? I'm going to do appetizers. I'm going to do an entree. And then you know what? The app wasn't enough, and neither was the main course. I'm going to get dessert.
That's after a cocktail?
And that's after a cocktail.
Oof.
We've done this before.
We do that. We were like, what are we doing? We it was my birthday or anniversary or something. We just went nuts.
Oh.
We weren't even looking. The guy's like, you could add shrimp and scallops for an extra Yeah, add that too. We were going nuts.
And then when we do that, we're usually dressed up nice because it's a nice dinner. You know, we want to have a good time or whatever, order all these things and have a good time, eat a lot of good food. And usually we have nice clothes. So I would have jeans or dress pants on with a belt, a jacket maybe. The first thing you want to do when you get home is what?
Put on your Shabazz Brothers loungewear. That's what you and your dad call it. I don't know where y'all got that from.
I don't know where
your
you got
Shabazz Brothers loungewear stretchy pants.
Or I call them my fat man pants. I think a lot of people call them that. That is one of the best feelings. You take off all those clothes are tight now.
Mm-hmm.
You're tired. You got a little, probably had a little buzz going. You just want to lay down, take all that stuff off. I don't even throw it in the dirty clothes. I just
leave it on the floor.
Leave it on the floor.
Leave it where it is.
And I'm wearing,
because your wife will get it later.
Yes. And right now I'm actually wearing my fat man pants, and they're just a real baggy, loose pair of shorts.
And how do you feel about yourself just wearing that after having not eaten a big meal?
just as
life.
Oh, just as loungewear?
Just, yeah.
I mean,
does it do something to you mentally, spiritually, emotionally, just to walk around like that all day?
Yeah.
And not just after a big meal.
Yeah, they're kind of like Adam Sandler pants. Like, I wouldn't go to the store in them, but around the house, they're fine. I went for a walk in them.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's okay.
But around, like, I wouldn't go, well, I don't know, I'd probably go to Walmart in them. Yeah, I'd go to Walmart in them.
Okay.
I'd go to Walmart in them.
There you go.
By gosh.
That slaps.
By golly. And that's going to slap. You want to do one or two more?
Sure.
You go to a movie theater and you walk in.
Boy, it's been a while since we've done that.
Yeah, I know. There's nobody there. Does that
you like that?
Well, you have the first pick of all the seats. This is
they're all
before
reserved now.
Yeah, this is before you did that.
Yeah. Yeah, that used to be cool
That was
back
a good
in the
feeling.
day.
That was a good feeling.
I like being in a movie theater with other people because you're there to experience it. And an audience can make or break your movie experience, I have found. My best example I've got a couple of really great examples. I remember one of the best times I had in a movie theater when I was younger. My girlfriend Tommy Jean and I went to see Nightmare on Elm Street. Remember the original?
Yeah.
With Freddy Krueger? Mm-hmm. And we were sitting in the back of the theater, and there were these girls sitting up front. They were screaming, jumping up out of the seat, running in the aisles, because we were literally the only people. It was them and us. And it made it so much more fun. I also went to go see at the same theater. It was the Crown Theater. We went to see Purple Rain. And the crowd was into it, dancing, singing. It was like a concert, the best experience. Then fast forward a few years. Remember when Sex and the City, the movie, came out? There was not the first one, but the sequel. I went to see it. There was a screening with an audience, and I thought, this is the most boring movie. It was pointless. What am I watching? But then I was invited to go back to a gay screening. It was an LGBTQ thing, whatever. And they had rented out a theater. This is a little known thing I think people don't realize. You can buy out an entire theater, sell tickets, do a big party, whatever you want as a fundraiser. So anyway, I went back and watched that same movie that I'd already seen and thought was so boring and awful with a gay audience. Hysterical, because they're laughing at different things. They're appreciating different things. So the audience in a movie theater can make or break. My point is, going back to what you're saying, walking into an empty theater, I'm kind of like, I don't know if I like that.
So what would slap for you more is when you're in a movie and the audience is into it.
And you're all into it.
And everyone's into it.
Into it, not on their phone scrolling. Because back in the day also, people weren't on their phones constantly. You didn't have people talking the whole time. When you're all in it together. I love that communal experience. It makes it much better.
Okay. Last one. And this happened to me yesterday. A random stranger holds the door open for you.
That's so nice. That slaps. It does slap. Manners slap.
Restores your faith in humanity.
Thank you notes slap.
I was walking into the Starbs, and there were two ladies walking in front of me, and one of the ladies opened the door for the other lady, and I'm standing there, and she opened the door for me, and I'm like, I'm a little old-fashioned. I'm not going to walk in front of a lady into the place. I'm like, no, you go ahead. Thank you, though. And she did. Mm-hmm. Not that I'm above a woman doing something chivalrous.
No,
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
it's just manners if they got there first.
I mean, now if it was a dude, I'd have probably said thank you, dude, and then gone in. But it was a lady, and I'm like, to me, it feels wrong to walk.
Right. You just kind of take the door from her and then ask her to go through. Yes.
Yeah.
It's just common courtesy.
So I hope I'm not sounding strange.
Common courtesy slaps.
Okay. That was my list, babe.
That was a great list.
People love lists.
You have a list. That's great because I didn't bring a list.
I had another list, but we don't have time to do it. We'll do it next time. You got anything else?
Well, I always have other things, Alan, but we can save them for the next podcast. Holiday things, more lists. You just never know. And by next podcast, I expect to be in full health. There's no telling what the next podcast is going to sound like. It's going to slap. I know that.
I hope it slaps.
I hope so too.
Yeah, so I'm going to add that phrase to my vernacular. That really slaps. Is that, are we too old for that?
I don't know. That slap sounds more like an older R&B kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like slap your mama seasoning.
Whoa.
Well, slap your mama. We have some in the pantry.
Oh, or something so good it makes you want to
slap your mama.
Slap your granny.
Yeah.
Why would you slap your granny?
I don't know. It sounds cruel, but it's a compliment.
I had one other thing, but I guess we can talk about it next time.
What?
Or we can talk about it now. No, I was okay. Last thing,
because I don't know what you're talking about.
We'll bring it home for Jerome, and I'm trying to segue this somehow, but I'm not doing a good job. One of the other things.
Well, sometimes you just have to just blurt it out.
Okay, one of the other things I had on the list of does it slap is when you're at the mall and you're like searching for a spot, and you're like, good Lord, especially around Christmas, and you cannot find a spot. You're like, okay, I'm gonna park out in freaking Denton County and then just take the tram into the mall, but then someone like pulls out of the very first spot and you just come around the corner. You're like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That is the best feeling in the world. Like that slaps. And you're just like, pull right in there. Right. So Segue, I was talking to one of my friends and we were talking about character. I don't know how we got on this. And it was Mackenzie that we were talking about character. And I said, you know what? We were just going back and forth. I said, you know what I think one of the greatest signs of a person's character is, and it's a very simple test. And good, strong, dear, sweet, clean listener, see if you do this test or somebody that apply this test to them. It's the returning the shopping cart.
Oh yeah.
It's the returning the shopping cart.
Yep.
So why is that a small test of somebody's character?
It is. It is.
But why is it?
Why is it?
Yeah,
well, a lot of people
it?
do it when it's what you do when nobody's looking a lot of times, but some people don't even care if you're looking. They do it anyway. And it's just annoying. It can roll into somebody else's car and damage it. It's saying that I'm too good to return this car. I don't have to follow the rules. It's just obnoxious. It's an obnoxious thing.
Exactly. You don't get rewarded for doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes no one sees you do it. You don't get punished for not doing it unless you've got somebody who's a real a-hole. And
there is a guy on Instagram that goes around and shames people for not putting back shopping carts. And the people get very upset because people don't like to be corrected.
Right.
But he does it. And I'm like, good for you, dude, because it is annoying. I'm the type of person that if there's just a few because at my grocery store, they have the small shopping carts and the big shopping carts. And if you put them back in the right order, it makes it so much easier for everybody. They just throw them in there. At least they're making half the effort. But I'll even rearrange the shopping carts sometimes. Somebody complimented me one time on doing that. And I was like, yeah, I love Kroger. I just want to work here. I'm out there rearranging shopping carts.
But then on the flip side, if you don't do it, sometimes no one sees you don't do it. So you don't get punished. And it's like, okay, so who cares? Nobody saw that I didn't do it.
Character's what you do when nobody's watching. That's how you act when nobody's watching. Yes.
Exactly.
It's like when you're in, let's just say, Home Goods. And you pick up something and you've carried it all around the store and you decide, I don't want this thing anymore. Am I going to walk all the way back to the other side of the store, or am I just going to leave it on this shelf and put my buggy up and go home?
Yeah, good call.
What are you going to do?
I don't know who would do that. Because if you think about the shopping cart,
who would do that?
Well, that's why they have associates to...
Oh, so that's not a character issue.
No.
Because they have people that come around and pick up stuff that you put in the wrong place.
Yes, that's part of their job this is actually in the wrong spot. No, my argument on that is...
They have buggy attendants in the parking lot.
My argument on that is twofold. Number one, I'm probably going to put it in the wrong spot. And then somebody who's really looking for it won't be able to find it. Number two, I've been in situations numerous times where I have something in my hand and I'm trying to find where to put it. And the associate comes up to me and says, oh, no, I'll do that for you. I got it. And I'm like, okay, because I don't know where it goes.
Well, that's okay. Then you obviously haven't been grocery shopping in a long time.
Wow.
When I'm walking down an aisle and I'm on the other side of the store and somebody decided they didn't want that meat. And so they leave the meat in the canned food
that's
section.
different.
That is horrible.
That's different.
That is wasteful and horrible.
That's wasteful,
But people will do that. But I mean, that's frustrating. And you know what else frustrates me? Is if you're shopping and it makes me so mad. I'm looking in the large section. I am a large. Even when I'm skinny, I'm still a large because I'm a big girl. I'm 5'9". And I find something I love and I pull it out and it's in the section for larges and it's an extra small. It pisses me off because somebody got my hopes up and they put the size back in the wrong place. That makes me so mad, Alan.
Yeah.
I used to work retail too, so I'm very, very big about putting stuff back where you got it from.
No, I understand that, but from the other perspective, I guess.
From the non-character
No.
perspective.
I'm not trying to humble brag. There were times where I would be at a Harley Davidson dealership looking for a large hoodie, and I'm like, oh, I saw this one online. This is the one I really like, and I'm in the large, and there's a freaking 5XL in there of the one I wanted, and I'm like,
got your hopes up, and it's the wrong size because some bozo stuck it in there.
well, and the thing with there are a lot of really big guys that buy Harley stuff, you know. I mean, and a large is like a small in that world. So
what are you trying to say?
I don't know.
How does that relate to what my point is you got your hopes up and somebody stuck it in the wrong section. That does not slap.
That does not slap. But I think all our other things slapped. All right, babe. We're probably really annoying people by saying slapped.
Or maybe they love it.
Maybe they can think of examples of things that slap for
if
them.
you could think of what slaps, email us.
At podcast@KellieandAllen.com. Yeah, give us your things that slap. You know what, guys? The email has been quiet lately.
Because we haven't been asking for emails.
And sometimes when it's quiet, I panic. I'm like, is this thing on?
Well, we haven't been
Hello?
asking for interaction.
Yeah, email us. Just
Anything
email
you want
us.
us to talk about?
Just, hey, yo, what's up?
Any questions you have about what's going on in the world, the universe, our lives? We're happy to answer them if we can.
I haven't heard from my pal, Tony, playing bass in church. Hadn't heard from...
Maybe they've stopped listening.
No, I hope not. Hadn't heard from my pal, Steven, in Montana. I know
maybe he stopped listening
He's
too.
a busy guy. I get it. But
It'd be nice to hear from our old faithfuls.
You don't want to have A-Train have hurt feelers.
Don't forget to check us out. You're not going to see this week's podcast recording on social media because I was detained last night when we normally record the podcast. So we're just doing it real quick before we can get it out. So no social media from this week's podcast, but we have lots of stuff on there on our Instagram at Sandwich and Some Lovin'. Also, I'm on Instagram at Kelly Raspberry, at Kelly Raspberry Evans on Facebook.
Yeah, and you can follow me at the Alonzo 1971 on the Instagram. I'm on the Facebook. Yeah.
But don't forget to go to kellyandallen.com. There's a place to contact us there, or you can just do podcast@kellyandallen.com.
There you go.
That's it, babe.
All right, babe. You got anything else?
No.
All right. Love you desperately.
Love you.
I love our listeners very desperately. I love things that slap desperately. And I am sure
We're going to slap again next week.
And we're going to slap again next week. I am sure we will podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich.